sharing. This is a 10-year contract, and 3 years have passed. This means we will have roughly another 7 years remaining as of 2025. Don't miss out. Take charge of the time remaining to benefit from our proven 99.6% trading accuracy and secure your financial future today. To participate in our trading program, there's no cost to register and no monthly fees. The only thing you need to decide is how much you want to start your trading account with. You can start as low as $300. But for immediate impact on your finances, we recommend at least $500. As shown on this chart, you can start with $500 and go as high as $5,000 maximum. Depending on your initial startup amount, the individual referring you will receive a referral bonus, and you will also receive initial startup rewards. We know you will agree with us that safety is key. So that's why 100% of your funds are placed in your personal trading account. This means you have 100% control of your money. As shown here, 100% goes into your personal account, 0% in the company account. As mentioned earlier, promoting and team building are optional steps. There's no need to promote or share this with anyone. Simply focus on executing 2 trades per day, and you can achieve impressive financial results with ease. With that said, the financial rewards can be significantly higher when you choose to share. We encourage you to connect with a person who introduced you to our program to explore the benefits of sharing and learn how the dynamic team volume dividend can boost your earnings potential substantially. We know and we are confident that our 99.6% accuracy rate will produce a winning trades. But once in a while, the trade transaction may fail. In that case, you will receive an extra trade signal to make up for the failed trade. Let us take a look at an example of a person starting their trading account with $1,000 initial startup. There is a $50 reward to start your trading, so your trading balance is $1,050. Our system is set up to trade only 1% of your total trading balance. This means only $10.50 is used to take your first trade. Now we will show you the outcome of your first 30 days of trading. Day 1, $10.50 is used for your first transaction. The profit for your first trade is $7.35. On the second trade, you make $7.40. Your ending total for the day is $1,064.75. For day 2, you risk $10.64 and make $7.45 on your first trade. Then on the second trade, you make $7.51. You end day 2 with $1,079.71. as you continue to execute your 2 trades per day for 30 days. Here is the outcome. On day 30, your account will have grown from $1,000 to almost $1,600. From this example, we can see that anyone looking to earn $300 to $600 per month in supplemental income, we can help you accomplish that in the first month. Here is another example. If you start with $3,000 initial startup, doing exactly the same thing as the previous example, your $3,000 will grow to almost $4,800 at the end of 30 days. Lastly, for those of you who can start with $5,000, at the end of 30 days, your account will have grown from $5,000 to almost $8,000 in 30 days. This is just a brief overview of our trading program. If you're seeking an opportunity to earn supplemental income, this could be the ideal solution for you. We'd like to hear your thoughts on what you think about our program. Please get back with the person who shared this video with you. Thank you.
Okay, so again, we are copy and paste group traders, and we trade with a volume of over 600,000 of us together, and we basically move the market when we do that. So we're trading off of the cryptocurrency called Bitcoin, and we are trading whether it goes up or down, the movement of it. We have these, what they call candlesticks. So whether it's going up, which is a call, or whether it's going down, which is a put, it doesn't really matter as long as we have the right outcome, the answer to how it's going to trade for us, okay? So with this program, imagine us here in California. I know I work almost every state in the US. This is one of the most expensive states, as we are well aware of it.
Yeah.
Imagine you guys had an opportunity to purchase a home in 2 years with this program. Do you think that's a reality?
Now
You got a lot more faith in me than I did at this time. I was like, that thing sounds too good to be true. When I first heard this program, again, I work all over the U.S. We work hard for our money. I was like, well, how do we win every time? And how do we do it at the same time? I couldn't grasp my head around that. I was like, when I buy stocks or things, I'm just guessing, hoping it's going to go there. Please let it go up so I can make some money. And then it always goes the other way. Oh, I'm scared now. I got to sell it because it's dropping, right? I never knew what I was doing. But as we trade together, that's the way this program works, and we were always winning, all right? Let me share with you a few missed opportunities I had in my lifetime that I do not want you guys to do the same thing today, okay? I don't know if you've ever heard of Amazon.
Yeah.
That was founded in Seattle, Washington, and I was doing fiber optics. And I was splicing all their buildings up at the time. And I was like, wow, this company might go somewhere. They were just selling used books online. That's what they did. They had goals to deliver food, to do this, which I thought, how do you get to that point from selling a used book? But I knew I was going into their hubs and their buildings and splicing their fiber optics. Did that for Microsoft as well. I didn't tell my wife, but I had a tax return and I put $10,000 for 10,000 shares of Amazon for $1 a share, right? And so before she could knew what I did, 3 months later, it doubled and I sold that. That 10,000 turned into 20 grand. And I was so smart, right? No. I would have had tens of millions of dollars because every share was $37.50 before they split it. And so that was one of my mistakes there, even though I did make money, but I had no idea of what that technology or that possibility would be, right? Another one, while I'm working all over, I do a lot of technology work, and people were telling me about this Bitcoin thing, and I could have bought the share for $1,000. How much of it has it gone up to in the past few months? Over $130,000 for one made-up coin, right? Another thing, I was like, well, how do you make up something on the internet? And where's the bank? Where's my coin? What can I hold, right? I couldn't grasp that. These coins are held on different servers throughout the world for security. It's another thing the elite generated so that they can try to go against the US dollar, have something that's more stable than what we have, okay? So let me give you an example. We're using this technology, it's digital currency, right? You can never hold that crypto coin, okay? You cannot go to the Coinbase bank either, which scares people, right? From you, I can see a couple of you might have experienced the days where there was no internet. You guys remember that? No email?
Yeah.
Kids in here, there was no cell phones at one time in our life, if you can imagine that. And that thing runs our life, right? We would leave everything behind to go find where our cell phone's at, because everything is in there. Our brain, our life, right? These are technologies that we had to learn, which scare you guys, right? I don't even have Facebook or Twitter. I have hard enough time keeping up with my real life than to make up a fake thing for me. But I know you guys are great at that technology. You can use that, operate this. So that's another technology that you've learned. Okay, as far as digital currency, which is scary, right? People tell me, well, where's the bank? Where can I go get my money? Well, there is one, okay? An example, do you guys use Cash App?
Yeah.
Venmo?
Yeah.
PayPal?
Yeah.
Where's the bank? There isn't any, right? It's a digital platform. The same type of technology that cryptocurrency is that we don't realize. We're already in it. We just don't know about it, right? We're already using all these things that were fearful for us, And our older generation, I don't know, mom, dad, just download the app. Well, what's the app? Do it for me, right? Okay, put my money in there, send me some money. So we got accustomed to using it, and we use it all the time, right? Those three main currencies, digital platforms we use, okay? So to kind of give you an idea, we don't have cash in here. We have cryptocurrency. We trade cryptocurrency on the crypto market, right? Which is over 500 billion a day. More than the stock exchange at 5 billion a day, okay? And we can trade it 24/7, which people love it. Imagine you guys are in different countries. You have a business. You want to receive money, yet your banks are closed on the weekends or the evenings or holidays. We just have to wait, right? We need to buy things, we need to buy more orders, so on and so forth. Well, here with cryptocurrency, we can send it to you right away. Just like sending you guys Venmo, Cash App, right? You can send it like that, even at night or whatever, right? Same type of, it's a digital path with the digital market, that's what we're using, okay? So if we can go to, let me see if my phone will hit that thing from here. I'll show you a few things and then we'll try to answer some questions. The hard ones will go to my wife. She's in the back trying to hide, but we can find her, right? So let's see here. See if this thing will hit my computer. It's got to bounce back from there. Screen share. Let's try it again. Maybe I'm too far. I haven't done this far from my computer before. But you just need to see the front of the screen. So let me see if it connects. Anything popping up on that end?
Nope, no check.
Sorry guys.
There you go.
Streamer.
The thumb there.
Let me try to turn the Wi-Fi on and off. When I was close. Come on. What is the Wi-Fi here if that's not coming up? Let's see. Oh, here we go. Let's try this. Okay. Here, I'm going to show you my story here. If you guys can look up to the front. So when I started with this program, me, my wife, my children, I took a risk on this thing because I saw all the negativity, scam, everything else you guys see. I saw the same thing. So I started with $1,900. Here we go. This is my when I started. Everything is very transparent in this program. You can see to the dollar when we made it, how we made it. Scroll. If you look at the very bottom, that shows, let me see if I can still reach with my phone from up here. Okay, so far so good. It shows May 20th of last year. I put in the $1,900. That's how much I believed in this program. And that's how broke I was to invest. That's all I can do at the time. And then I slowly added in 1,500, 1,500. In about 2 months' time, I had about $19,000 in there. So I'm going to show you guys when we started, how much we make, and can we pull money out, right? That would be nice, right? We've all made a lot of money supposedly in things that we've never pulled money out. So this is my transfer history. I traded in here all the way for 4 months. You know the scripture, faith without works is dead, right?
Yeah, right.
You don't put some efforts into that faith, it never gets you anywhere. That's with your spiritual, temporal, with your family and everything else, right? So I let my faith go as long as I could. Only 4 months could I handle it, right? 4 months, I had a goal. I wanted to make $100,000 off of this thing, okay? Because I have a lot of debt with my business, right? Because Junior likes to go out to the buffet every night when he works, right? So the first withdrawal here was on my birthday, September 29th. That's $7,500, if you see that there. And then, what did I say? My faith is no longer faith, it's knowledge. I know this thing works. I just pulled out $7,500. So what did I do? I went to Hawaii and we started to share with all our friends and family. I pulled out $19,500. A couple days later, the same amount, right? And again, we're not smart networkers, but we're like, my wife has 12 siblings. Many of them have passed from cancer, her parents as well. So we said, wow, if this thing works, who can we help share this with so that they can benefit from it? And that was our mentality, okay? Not how I can get rich quick and this and this and this.
Amen.
Who can risk $500 to $1,000 and have a chance to get out of the pain and the stress and the debt and get out of that hole that they're in, right? So I'm going to scroll up. These are withdrawals. I have not put anything else in there. So I pulled out, there's a $20,000 there. I pulled out more than $450,000 in 9 months. So this is a pretty good scam. I like it a lot. This is how we're traveling. This is how we're getting here. We just flew back from Seattle a couple days ago. We'll be in Phoenix a couple days. We're just on and on going from there, okay? 17,000, 15,000, pulled out 27,000, 20,000, 20,000, right? So just days apart from each other. We had a friend that came to us. We were traveling to one of our Filipino teams up north, forgot the city, north LA. And she just got diagnosed with cancer and she can't work, has to do her chemo. She told us, what do we need to get $10,000 a month to pay my bills and not go back to work? We told her, let me do the numbers. I love the numbers, so that's one thing I can help you with. I said, well, if your money were to grow to $25,000, you'd be able to pull out $10,000 every month. Every month. Imagine what that would do for most of our families and friends, right? Let me tell you a few things about scams, guys. Your 401ks. If you pull that out too early, oh, it was a day too early, 30, 40,000 penalty. We get to keep that. My grandfather lived 85, and he outlived his life insurance policy that he paid $1 million for over his 80 years, right? Had that thing since he was in the military. And what did he get? They gave him 20 grand back because he outlived it. And then he passed, right? So these insurance agencies and these things that are made supposedly to help us, they don't. We live in this broke mentality that we just do what we're told. We don't feel that we should have the blessings that our Heavenly Father believes we should have.
Amen.
He offers everything that He has, right? Not just part of it, what the rich think we should get. No, we have the blessings to receive everything, right? So hopefully we make good decisions when we receive that. But my example here is all my history here is here. I'm not an AI, right? If I was, I'd have more hair, skinnier, right? All that, right? I'm a real person. Here's my recent transfer, 15,000. What day was that? This month. 3/3, March 3rd.
15,000.
And these are withdrawals as well. Those are just tests. I was just showing people how to move money, $5 back and forth. 17,000, right? This 18th, the 18th, whatever those. So all within days of each other. So this is all my real history. I'm a real person. And when you pull this money out, where does it go from here? I go to my Coinbase, and this is the exchange that I use, okay? So it shows what crypto you have. If you want to use a debit card, which we have, kind of like your Cash App, Venmo, they have debit cards. Or I sell it. I sell whatever crypto I have down here, and then I can move it to my bank. I personally want to eliminate sharing Uncle Sam as much as he wants to know about, but this is the way that you can do it. There's cold wallets, hot wallets, and world of things that we need to learn about. But I'm going to show you how to make money, and we can transfer it out with this. I'm not guaranteeing any results that I have. You actually have to work. You have to copy and paste these codes 5 seconds a day, twice a day, right? So let me go back to my platform. Again, this is what I have. So if I pulled out 450,000 and I have that, I've made over $1 million in 9 months. Do you guys have the faith to let this thing work like I did? Mine only lasted 4 months, by the way, but we saw the results, and now it's compounding crazily. I don't have my third trade in here totaled there, but I'm making $10,500 a day.
A day.
Not here to show off or brag how great I am, but the numbers work the same for you if you let it compound with time, right? How many of you have ever heard of Albert Einstein? Anybody?
Yes.
What does he say about compound interest?
Eighth wonder of the world.
Eighth wonder of the world, right? And he says, those who know about compound interest earn it, those who don't pay it. An example, let's say you had a credit card of $2,000, $3,000. You're making that minimum payment, $20, $30 a month. When does that thing get paid off? Probably never. Because that's why they want you to pay the minimum, so they can keep making taxes on you or interest forever, right? That's how the banks work. We're driving here. What companies did I see on all top of all these skyscrapers? The banks. How do they do that? They take your money, all this hardworking money, put it together, and they trade it. And they give you nothing. And they make a lot, right? They can trade 10 to 100 times what they have of your money in the bank. Is that a scam? Do they give you 10 to 20 times back on your money when they win?
No.
Only thing they give you is a bounce check fee, or you were late paying something, right?
Yeah.
We have people that have been doing this with 50 to 80,000, even 100,000. They said their money was sitting in their bank for 7 to 10 years. They didn't even make $100. That's crazy, right? When they told you you're going to make 2 or 3 or whatever percent, it's just not true. The numbers just don't add up. So they're putting in different programs, right? So let me show you how this program works here. So since I have 500 and what is it? So this is what my wife traded while we were driving. So since I had 554,000 earlier, I can only risk 1%. That's what that number is, 500, right? Off of that, I make 60 to 65%, which is 3,500, right? And it was a put. Bitcoin is BTC, so it was dropping. It's kind of like if you're betting on games or you're betting against the Seahawks, you're going to lose, right? I'm from Seattle. But even if you pick that they lose, you still can make money in the betting game, correct? Same thing here. As we trade and we have the right outcome, we win, right? There's always people betting the other way. As you guys are probably familiar with casinos, right? House is always winning. Here, this morning, we dropped again with Bitcoin again. But I still won. Because of the AI and the group of 200 investors in BG Wealth that make the decision, they're very good at what they do. So that's how we make 99% win rate, okay? Here, was that last night? All the time and everything is here. The date, all the stuff that people say doesn't exist, it's right here. Everything is transparent.
Right.
There's no way of faking this app. If you were to look at what we bet at this time in the day, you can look back on charts and other people's trading platforms, and you see that's what really happened. Okay? There's no faking this, right? So when it goes up, it's called a call. and we had a few recently, and we still win, okay? So 3,500 times 3 a day is 10,500. So that's how I make my money, okay? So what else did I want to show you in here? Oh, when we trade, we go to the futures. Let me go back to home. If you're coming in here, by the way, you can buy coins all day, whatever you want yourself. You just cannot trade unless you're invited to our program, okay? As if you're part of our team, you're able to use that code and trade with us, okay? Does that make sense? We group trade because we're invited to the program. If not, you cannot use the code. This is where I would go. I would hit futures on the bottom, and then I would hit invited me, and then I would put the code in, whatever it is, copy and paste it, done. Then I would check that to make sure it's pending, that I got into the trade, and then I want to get out of this page. Remind your people, please, we never hit this button or the green and the red. That's trading real time, and you can lose your money. You're butt dialing on your phone, you're trading away your money. So make sure we get out of that screen, okay? When we're done. Excuse me. So, again, this is what day traders look like, looking at. We have a Samoan day trader that's a millionaire, multi-millionaire, and he trades for many millionaires, right, Julie? And he knows his stuff. If I were to look at this thing, I'm hoping to bet on a put when red's going down and call's going up. But when would I know that I can get into this trade? Very difficult. And guessing and researching and all that. Not only that, those who have a faster internet speed and connection, they'll beat you into that trade, right? Imagine you guys doing your trades on the cruises all the time. Very hard. So yes, that's why the trading world is very difficult, okay? So we want to get out of here and not touch the yellow, red, and green buttons. I'm going to show you some of those are my historical orders. Here is my trading history, right? So since I've been in this program, I've traded 882 times since May 20th, 99% win rate. If you guys can do anything winning at 99%, yeah, you'd be like the Seahawks, right? World champions, right? But we don't lose if we're getting that kind of rate, right? This is how much profit I've made off of my $19,000 investment. $964,000 in 9 months. And remember, I pulled out 450, whatever they add up to what my assets are, that's how you see the number. It's all there. You can't make up these numbers, okay? Here is a total of the 1% of all my trades. So that's not what I made, that's how much I risked, okay? Anyone have a calculator here? Can you help me out? And let's just put in 964,000 divided by 1.57, okay, 1,574,333. Henry's doing that? Henry's the only one I see here that wants to make money. He's got his calculator out. I like that.
Me too. 433.99.
Uh-huh. What'd you get?
0.61? No, wrong.
0.6, okay. So we're making about 61%.
Or 61.2.
Should be close to 62 and a half, but
Yes.
you might have not put all the numbers. But
Yeah.
anyways, the video was showing we make 60 to 65%. All my trades right here, do the math, it's about 62%. So it's even higher than the 60%, okay? So what makes you think that you cannot make the same money that I did in a certain amount of time? You will, right? Because we're all making a 61, 62% off of the 1% trade. An example, if you have $1,000, you're only trading, let's do some math. If you have $1,000, you're times it by 1%. That's all you can risk, $10. That's your only risk is 1%, okay? From there, you make 62%. So every trade, you're making $6. Twice a day, you make $12. So what's 12 times 30? 30 days in a month, right? 12 times 30 is 360, right? So how does our $1,000 turn into 1,600 from what the video showed?
Compound.
Compounding, right? So instead of making 360, we actually make 600. As it compounds, it's crazy. An example. This company gives you 5% free money for coming into it. Anybody here ever opened up a business, a church, or anything and put money into licensing, utilities, hope to get something, a rate of return? This company, you come into here, you get 5-10% or more off of just coming into the company. So they obviously have to have a lot of money to do so. We are not paying any of this money from one person to go to another person, like multi-levels typically do. We're not selling any products. No more soap, no more nice face cream. That hair didn't work for me, that cream, you know. We don't have to sell any more products, right? We trade and we trade together. The example I want to show you is why you want to share this with others. That $1,000 investment makes 60% the first month. This is month 1. So we're in March. This would be April, roughly $1,600, roughly, okay? If you miss your trades though, it costs you a lot compounding, guys. And then after that, I'm gonna add 11 more months at 50% average, okay? Could be a little higher, could be a little bit lower, okay? Plus 50%, this is, so we're in March. We're gonna go April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February. So in 1 year, your $1,000 can be there. But how did mine grow so much quicker? Because as I signed people up and got bonuses, I also get levels. So by sharing with others, right? So our lovely Dr. Teddy, have you seen some profits on your wife's account from that you'd like to share?
Yeah, from September, you helped me with 1,000 and went up to 8,000 and I withdrew 2,000.
Wait, you pulled money out?
Yes.
Are you sure?
I
You're
withdrew
positive.
2,000 to test if it is really working. And now the 6,000 that I left is 7,000 plus.
Quit bragging. What about your wife? What was her story?
After 3 weeks, I talked to my wife and we have some cards and we accumulated 5,000.
Okay.
And with the help of Josh and Mata and a certain Julia, her 5,000 is now 30,000. And we withdrew 2,000 to test if really works. And not for Josh and Mata and Julia, we cannot do the things because
Well-
we never trade. And now my granddaughter and my grandson is helping us.
Awesome. That's an awesome testimonial. So my wife is trading for them, and we were trying to trade as much as we can we were trying to get people going. So yes, he pulled out money. So when you pulled out money to see if it was real, why did you have to pull your wife's money out? If it,
I also got 2,000.
So give it to the wife.
So yes, so his example is not even very many months, and Dr. Teddy is a phenomenal networker. Every day he calls me, Brother Josh, I need a question, I need an answer, can you talk to this person, He got more energy than I do. 10, 11 o'clock at night, he calls me, right? Yes.
He is so kind that he put my first $1,000 to sign me in.
Don't tell people that. Do not tell people that. But thank you, Dr. Teddy. Yes. So that's what we're doing is sharing. We're not trying to scam you because his example, many of us has done that. Why would we give our money away to scam you? Can you answer that question? We went to Samoa. I don't have Facebook or Twitter. When I come home, we were blasted as we were coming to scam our Samoan people, me and my wife, all over the internet, yes. They said they're coming to scam you, and I said, well, I'm trying to give you money and I'm scamming you. That's hilarious, right? We're trying to come to help our people. I can sit on my bed at home and copy and paste 10,000 a day. Do you think I need to come scam you? No, I don't. But do you need the help? I believe so, right? I believe we all do. We can all use it to benefit. We have people elderly, cancer. Oh man, I talk about the scams. Doctors, medical bills, not the doctors, but the medicine and the insurance agency. Horrible, right? We have people that say cancer pills are 10,000 a pill. Well, you know, so anyways, if we don't want to talk about the scam world right now, but I can go after that one if you want me to. So this is by trading by yourself, and Dr. Teddy and his friends, he recruited a lot of people, they thought by sharing with others, you make bonus trades off of their money, and you can help your team grow, right? So let me show you the difference of 1,050, the same investment, with an 80% return. We have a few people in here getting a third signal, me, my wife. Anybody else in here? Oh, Greg's trying to show up back there now. He just got his third signal, congratulations. So, what does that mean to us? And that is a game changer right there, okay? So what it means is you can make, instead of 50% a month, you can make 80% a month, okay? So I'm gonna add 80%, and I'm gonna do the same thing over 12 months. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You might finally be able to get a 1-bedroom house in California. No parking, but you know, find a street parking, right? Now, if you go to Washington, you can get a lot more people. So here, the example is, instead of making 140 grand, you make 1.2 million by sharing with others. And all we had to do is find 5 people that know 5 people each. And again, we didn't go after all our rich friends and people that we knew with money. We just went after people that we thought could help. I have a lot of employees. None of them would listen to me. Half of my children said, no, Dad. But I invested them anyway. I said, just listen, obey your parents right now, okay? I voluntold them, right? Put the money in there, trade. All my children have 30 to 80 grand in 9 months, right? My 18-year-old who has our Filipino community, he has 1,000 people. So that's how fast teamwork and networking goes, right? By your hard efforts of Greg getting that third signal. So you're all under him. Not under my wife, but she has her own team. But this is why you'd want to share it, okay? So again, we can trade by ourselves, make 50% a month, or we can trade with a team helping us get a higher rate of return, which is all I wanted to do, okay? And how that works is, let me see here. We'll get off of here. Can we hit that right arrow on the bottom right of the laptop?
Welcome to BGW.
One more?
DS.
There we go. Okay. So this is how you get to that level. First of all, if you guys have questions, you can ask me on this. Level 1 is getting 5 people, right? Dr. Teddy, how much do you got? Are you
I have 6 in.
6 already?
Yes.
So, if you get that, 5 direct people, and we want to come in with $500, and we'll talk about that later, but you're able to get paid, first of all, you get a $100 reward, then you get $30 every 10 days. So that's $90 a month. And if you put that money into your trade, it really helps the money compound. It doesn't look like very much, but if you added 100 or so in a month, it really compounds. And you realtors in the back know about the compounding numbers, so they help everybody use that fancy calculator, right? So here, the next level, hit the right arrow again, the next screen, there we go. So this is the main thing that I want you guys to learn. In order to get that 80%, you would need a 5x5 system. You would need 5 people, and they each have 5. which gives you a total of 30. And that's all I wanted to do, okay? We were at this guy's house in May, right? We went to Richard Che's team house, where hundreds of Samoans are at every day. They bombard them all day long. But we went in there, and he told me about this program. You know how many people he had when I met him? 200 people. 200 people. I thought he was the most amazing networker I've ever met in my life. Because I've never had anybody on my team for anything, right? So it's like, wow, 200. Now they have more than 10, 12,000 people in 10 months later, okay? So this is how you get that third signal. You get 5 people. You must come in with a minimum of $500 so that you can count for that. But you can come and trade for $300, but they just won't count as one of your 30 people. So you'd have to just go wider, but it is okay. You got college kids, people in other countries, which 300 might be a lot, okay? So that's how you get to that third signal. And when you have 30 people, that also puts you at level 2. You just have to have 25 people, okay? Level 2, if we can go to the next slide, right arrow. I like that assistant back there. So level 2, you get 300 and 150 every 10 days. So how much is that in a month? If you get that 3 times.
450.
450 a month, right? Henry, how much more soap do we have to sell to keep at that level? Anything?
We never sell it.
No? No more lumpia, no nothing? We're there, right? That's why we're not a multi-level. If you're at that level, you keep that and you make that money on payday, okay? And again, it's paid on the 9th, 19th, and 29th. So $300, you get 150 10 times every 10 days. You need 2 people with level 1, which means one person has to have 5, another person has 5. So look at Dr. Teddy, he's looking at those numbers. I can see his math is just, he's gonna call me tonight. So I only need a couple here and here, right? Group of 25, and then he'll be level 2.
Filling them up.
Okay? He got people in Florida and I don't know other states too, just going. So that's how you get to level 2. Level 3, the next one over. So this number I think is not easy, but doable within a few months, right? We just had Junior and Sita Grace hit level 3, when? A couple days ago? So they each got, this is what I like about the husband and wife. You have the wife or somebody under you, their volume pushes you both up, which is amazing. We don't have to have these legs balance, one jump here, one go there, one that way. No, just the volume, okay? So they had $800 bonus, and then they get 500 every 10 days. So how much is that for a couple? 500 times 3 is what?
1,500.
Times another spouse?
3,000.
A what? A month. Imagine that. And they've been in it, how many months, guys, have you been in it? 5 months. Very, very fast and working hard. So if you've ever seen Grace, Sita, raise your hand. She does wonderful Zooms. She is the master of the Zoom. I call her if I need help, and please, can you help me get on here? And I am not very technical at anything, but yes, they're doing well. And they're down in San Diego as well. So that's level 3, and then all of my children are 3, 4, and my 18-year-old who has the Filipino team, he will be level 5 in a week or so. So right now he got 2,000, 1,200 every 10 days. So how much is that a month?
3,600.
You know how much I made when I was 18? $1 an hour. No bike, no good tires, no nothing, right? Imagine we can make this kind of money at that age, right? Okay, let's go to the next screen. My wife, oh no, she's past that, sorry. But, okay. So level 5, you get $5,000 and 2,400 every 10 days.
5,000 is once only.
One, you're getting greedy there now, there, doctor. Okay? 5,000 is a lot of money, right?
Right.
Times how many pesos in the Philippines? A lot.
Times 57, 58.
Okay, so then you get 2,400 every 10 days, and how much is that a month? 7,200.
200.
Do you guys think you can get 1,000 people?
Yes. We have so many Facebook friends and we have so many thousands of.
Well, I don't have any Facebook, but I
Yeah,
said
but
there is
they're
no
not
way
really
that
friends,
number is
you know what I
possible.
mean?
When I saw this, I said, no, that's great and all, but that's not for me. Today, my team has 4,500 people. It's amazing, and we're grateful for all you guys' help and work, because I don't know any of these people. We just show up and we do this, we push play, and that's what we do. But you guys are doing all the hard work. We try to answer questions and help with that, but we're not very talented in this area. But so level 5, you get 7,200 a month. This example here is there's different payout columns. This is paid 3 times a month, and whichever column is greater, you can receive per month. So at level 5, you get 3% of the overrides of the team. Okay, so 1,000 people. Well, this is a big screen, boy. Whew. So 1,000 people. Their volume is their trade volume. So if you have 10,000 in your account, you trade $100. That's 1%. You guys follow me? So since you trade twice a day, to you, you would be worth $200 to me on my trade volume if you had 10,000. And then 200 times 1,000 gives you, like Vanna White over here, right? Then over here, you get 200,000, right? You times it by your 3% level, that gives you 6 grand. The company takes 40%, so we get 60%.
That's nice.
3,600 a day. Henry, how much is that in a month? 3,600 times 30?
10,800.
No, not 10,000. 3,600 a day times 30.
Oh, 30.
300 some thousand.
100,000.
108,000.
Okay? So remember, you're trading here. So I'm making 10,000 at least a day. 10,000 times 30 is how much? 300,000 I get on trading a day, and it compounds. I mean a month, sorry, in a month. Plus, I get level 6, 5,000 every 10 days, that's another 15 grand. My wife also gets that. So without trading, she has a big number too, but she don't want me to share it, okay? But us alone, on that override, we get 30 grand a month. 15 for her, 15 for me. How many people would that help if we're able to do that?
A lot.
Right? A lot.
You can sponsor a lot too.
Again, we have a lot of Indian people, Vietnamese. They came in with like $200 or $300. They're way past level 7. They only came with $200 or $300. So you explain to me how $200 to $300 on a pyramid scheme can pay you 30 grand a month. It cannot. Pyramid schemes, you get the money up here, everybody gets a little piece, and the guy on top just keeps laughing all the way up to the top
Yeah.
and stays on top. Here, we can pass people up on volume. If they don't have their legs, you can pass them right up. Okay? So in a couple weeks, excuse me, I'll be level 7, and that gets you 25,000 and 10,000 every 10 days, which is 30 grand a month. 30,000 every month. But the trade volume, the trading is more, right? I'm making a lot more, right? So it's 300,000. Next month I'll be making over 400,000. Following month, over $500,000 a month. Our upline, who is level 8, they make $1 million husband and wife every month. And they've only been in it 2 months longer than me.
Is that right, Richard?
Richard and Shimano. Oh, and level 7, they give you a $300,000 car, which they both got.
Can you get the money?
No, you cannot. And you cannot buy more cars with that amount of money. You can only get one. Anything 300,000 to 50,000. So whatever you want to get, that's what you earn. Do we have to pay soap or anything again to get it? No. You're level 7 for life, right? And they're level 8. So I forgot the incentive for that, but there's 12 levels. Level 12, you get $1 million a month and $3 million towards a house. And I think you can do it in 2 to 3 years if you're not as fast as they are. But we pretty much, me and my wife are going up every level, maybe a month and a half.
Josh,
And it just
what
be-
kind of car is 300,000?
I'm gonna give me a Pinot. Pinot two-door. 1979. I don't know.
Can I borrow it?
The cars that they're asking me to look at, I can't even fit in. So yes, I don't know what. We have a Sprinter van. We
Make-
have
make to order.
So, but you know, I'm not. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that kind of car because we go to Costco. I have 7 kids, 2 daughter-in-laws, 3 grandkids. Where am I gonna park a $300,000 car at Costco to go get my hot dogs? That to me, I don't know if that makes sense. But anyways, that's a good problem to have. Okay, so these are the different levels. There's actually up to 12, and we have all kinds of tutorials on how to get signed up, how to register. When you guys want to share this link with your friend, you share it, and then they can sign up under you, and that's how you're able to be invited to this team. We trade together. The risk that we take is 1% on every trade. Now, what happens if you don't trade? You just didn't make money that day. And we've all done it, especially when we first started. It's only $6. You know that one trade in a year is tens of thousands of dollars for you. So think of it that way, right? What it would compound to in 12 months or even 18 months, right? We are no longer talking millionaires, guys. 2 years, we're talking billionaires. If you do the numbers, if you trade every day, that's what it's going to be, okay? So let me give you an example of what the government's doing, whether you like Trump or not. He loves crypto, and he made over $1 million so last year. And so they're trying to pass laws to benefit them, which what elite do, right? How can I get less taxes on my money, right? So they're trying to pass a law that if you pay your taxes with Bitcoin, no capital gains. Imagine what that would do for us, right? Because right now we make $1. How much do we keep? Maybe
60.
10 cents. The rest is taxes and laws and this and this and this, right? Yeah, we don't get to keep any of our money. So they want to pay off the debt with Bitcoin. That would shoot Bitcoin up. So if you had Bitcoin, it would definitely go up. And then that's their mentality. The reason why I tell you about that is I feel we got a good 3 years on this. Anything can go under, as we all know. I'm not here to say, let's do this for 20 years and see what happens. No. We only need a few years on this program. And since our presidency likes crypto, I feel we're pretty safe. For instance, this program, if you see my 6-pack right here, DSJ, they were in New Zealand, but the government shut it down. They made their own crypto program that you can do. So they can make money off of it. That's what China does. That's what India does. You know, that's what governments do, right? How can we make more money off of our little people? So I feel we're really got a good couple years in this thing. Whether it goes all the 10 years that they're talking about or on and on, I don't think crypto is going away. I know it's the future. The digital currency is where it's at. There are all kinds of coins, not Bitcoin, Dogecoin, Ethereum, on and on, okay? So there's not only that, there's also mining where you can make up these coins and get paid to do that. So there's all kinds of opportunities. This is the only one that I know works currently, and I'm not going to try to risk things in other markets right now. I'm letting my money grow. Our family wants to get out of debt. We want to prepare for the second coming, and I know times are going to be tough. If you
Amen to
guys
that. Amen.
have ever heard of the Bible, read it. There will be tough times. So benefit from the blessings that we have these years. let's not be greedy and save for that rainy day, right? And use this money wisely to help others. That's our goal, and this is what we want to do for you. Although I talked about a cruise ship, I also get sick on those things, so I wasn't too mad about missing that thing. But any questions that we have? Okay.
If I withdraw a good amount of money and put it in what's this equity thing? Annuity.
Okay, in the bank?
Is it okay?
Well, it's up to you. I wouldn't put all my eggs in one basket, but let's say you're doing this annuity thing you're talking about. If you could make 3 to 5%, but here we're making 50 to 60%, you do the math and see what works for you.
Yeah.
You want to make nothing, or you want to be a millionaire in a year or two? That's your decision.
All right.
What's the disadvantage of somebody coming in like only 200, 300, and they find out later they should have came at 500, and they can't
So
have,
you yourself, that's what the Indian and Vietnamese lady that are level 8 or higher, I think, maybe 9, they came with that mentality. But what happened is they taught everybody else the same, 300, 300,
yeah.
because they're level people. I'm not. I was just looking at higher rate of return,
Yes.
right? So they're shooting for level 7, right? In their case, they at one point had 4,500 people, but no third trade signal. So they're going for, let me make 30 grand a month.
Yeah.
I'm making 70 grand a week. So what is better?
Yeah.
Compounded at a higher rate, or going for the level so you can say I'm a level 7, which I'm gonna be, but I'm not really worried about that. That's just a icing on the cake, right? But if you come in with 300, you cannot top off to 500, but you would still qualify. You would just have to have your people come in with 500.
Yeah.
And to me, if you're pitching that and you did something different, I think that's not a good person. You need to do something that you
That's right.
did yourself. Me personally is what I believe. So if you're trying to do that and then say, but you guys come in here, an example, let's say they came in with 10 grand, you can get bonus money and things off of that. You can make 2 grand off of them, and you came in with 300. And then you're gonna tell them, but I only did 300. But you need to do 10,000 so I can make 2 grand off you. I don't feel that's, yes, in so many ways. So,
Yeah.
but you can do that. You can come with 300, but all the people that you want to get a third signal have to have 30 people of 500 minimum. Otherwise, they don't qualify. If some come with 300, you need to go wider and get a few more with 500. Oh, here we go, Mike.
So I'm only saying that because somebody was asking that question because
Mhm.
they didn't really see the program, but they just got in.
Yeah.
And they wish they came in at 500. So there's no way they can change that.
Yes, but they can still qualify for the third signal by doing what I told you. But it's not their fault they didn't know.
Yeah.
But for those people who do know and telling people,
Yeah.
I hope that's not us. I hope
Yes.
we're doing what we said we would at least try it. You know, like some people come in $100 and I didn't really believe it, but you guys need to come with the 100,000, so I'll make 20 grand on you. I hope we don't have that kind of people in our team, but it happens. But yes, and we have a lot of people. We're going all over the U.S. and countries, and they're not educated correctly. So that's not necessarily everyone's fault, and that's our. Please don't bring people in and just say, "Hey, put money in there," and you don't help them learn about anything. Because who did all the questions come to? My wife. Question in the back.
Yeah, sorry we came a little late. I was going to ask, is the company registered here in the U.S. with the SEC, CFP, or FI, or FINRA to handle trading and investments?
Yes, it's part of the SEC, but it also says the license D, which means that you are private company, not public. And then they're also building a company to an office, the corporate office in Colorado this summer. So another thing that BG wants to do is, let's say you're team building and whoever owns this place can use this as one of their BG platform buildings, and they can pay 2-3 grand a month, whatever, to help compensate for this, as this is being used for BG promoting. So that just gives people confidence all over the world, and they're trying to get 300 of those offices throughout the US. Our upline, Richard and Sumana, have just locked in an $18,000 building for 8,000 square feet, and it can hold like 5 or 6 300 people rooms at the same time. Then they have their separate offices where you can help people, you know, teach them. So that's the one that they're doing. They're big time, so the professor approved that. I am not that big time, so I don't know what he would approve for us. But we also have our Filipino team. I think Loma Linda we're looking at right now, really close to getting the facility there. And then wherever people are trying to get their teams growing, because it is an education process. We have to teach people how to do the crypto trading. Copy and paste is very simple, but we have to teach them about how to get started, funding, so on and so forth. Question up front?
So, Brother Josh, my name is David. I want to ask about the due diligence because I've been watching Professor Beard regarding this business. He
Okay.
said the main thing is the copy paste confirm. That's your business. So if you want to grow it, you can grow it, but this is not Ponzi scheme or multi-level marketing or whatever. So when I go to like this one, you see that? How do we counter all those AI and bad Google thing? Because when I try to persuade my prospect, my own brother, he always go to this, and then I'm still live on him, and then this is what he's showing. You know, my brother is in Indonesia, so yesterday we have Zoom with Henry and
Are you
Alan
Indonesian?
Su. Yeah.
So
So
you know the most traders in BG is
yeah, in Indonesia. Yeah, yesterday we have Zoom with Alan Su.
So, and I know nobody that's lost money. As far as the soft search on these internet things go, because yes, we get these calls 24/7. Did you see this one, or should I pull
Yeah,
the money
yeah,
out now?
because-
Oh, by the way, that person that had the cancer and that put the 25 grand in, she just pulled out 40 grand a few days ago. So yes.
So the thing, my concern is the due diligence. How the company, how do I direct them
I
instead
don't
of
know
going?
how to get past the AI. First of all, we have all these teenagers coming to me. I researched you. Oh, really? How did you research? I researched you with ChatGPT, the AI.
Yeah.
So you go after some fake intelligence that tells you, I mean, on the AI, God is gay and God is not real. So what do you want me to tell you on that? I have my own beliefs. You guys should know your beliefs and common sense as well. Because, example, let's say we have the Hispanic community, the Samoan community, and we have a bad person in that bunch. That means we're all bad. If the internet would say, oh, these are bad people, right? So there's no way I can compete against AI. That thing moves like that, right? And you can have anything programmed in there to keep coming after you. Same thing with our login portals. We got these hackers going around that love hacking. They keep blocking us. They don't get into your platform or to your money, but they can stop you from logging in. They get excited about that kind of stuff. Whether it's banks or competitors, I don't know, but there was an Indian guy, not to say Indians are bad, but he was part of EG, and he copycatted this program and stole people and lost money. Therefore, if we're doing something similar to what he did, that means we're guilty, is what the internet says. But never will you find these BG members lost money.
That's true.
If you find that, show it to me, because I don't know anybody that has done that.
Will we be able to see your broker trading live? Is there a way that we can see the brokerage trading live?
You don't get to know how they're gonna trade, whether it's a call or put. After it's done, you can research at that time happened, if that was the right move or not. And if he gave that to you, then you're gonna be doing like Martha Stewart, insider trading.
Go to jail.
If we're letting you live, hey, we're about to do this, go ahead. And what are you gonna do? You're gonna bet with us, and you're gonna bet more than 1%, which is arbitrage. That's what we cannot do. People have tried it, and people will continue to do it. They're removed from the program because that affects us. Our agreement with DSJ is we can trade 1%, okay? If you wanna trade yourself, don't do it during our time. Bet your own coins and see what you can do. But if you're using our code, because you know we're gonna win, and you just wanna jump in there and say, hey, I wanna bet it all, there's probably ways to do that. But now, our times are changing constantly, and I think it's more safety for us. Because we need all of us. If you guys are all millionaires, pulled your money out next month, we would lose, because we don't have the volume of money or the people trading. That's how we win. Let's say you had Bill Gates, Elon Musk put their money together and bet against us at our time, they could probably beat us. They got a lot of money, right? Elon's almost a trillionaire, so that's a lot of money, okay? So that's how people can beat us, and the guarantee from the company is, if we do lose a trade, they give us another trade. Not only can we trade 1%, we can risk 3%, which I like. So imagine me making 3,300, whatever. I would make one trade 10 grand when that happens, which I've had it a couple times. So the company guarantees you another trade, and if something were to happen that you didn't know what you're doing, you can ask the professor and he refunds you money all the time. I've seen it all the time. People just got started with $500 and they didn't do something right. Hey, I messed up, and the professor, okay, we'll credit you 500. They also have a lot of money in the program, okay? So I believe they're good people and they want us to benefit from it. One here and then one in the back.
I just want to ask one thing, is that if we start off with $500, and that's basically what we start off with, but other people may say, well, can I start off with 1,000? And so how do you work that out?
Well, they can start off
They
with
can
more.
still,
Yeah,
whatever.
and you can also add to it later, like I did. I started with 1,900,
Okay.
saw that it was working, and I put in more. But my point was, don't come in with a low number and you knowingly are gonna try to sell your people for a different number. If they have more money that they wanna invest, that's great, but please don't promote this like, hey, come in with big money and you only put in $200. You know, that's just not right.
Josh, maybe can we do two more questions, that's it?
Okay,
Just the building.
okay, sorry,
Thank
two
you.
more questions.
No worries, no.
Okay, go ahead, here and then, Red.
What will happen if I die? How can we set the beneficiaries?
Good question. So, same thing as if you die, you death certificate and all that, showed Elena, who's the whatever, and same process. And then we can also now have people that are minors and elderly who maybe will be senile or whatever. We can have accounts for them, and if they pass, you can be the beneficiary or their, what do they call it? My wife's not even listening to me. Well, they call it as like you're taking a guardian, or is that the word?
Legal guardian.
Well,
Or their-
anyways, you're in charge of their account, so you can be in charge of it like that. So you can do minors now and elderly, so.
And how long do you have
Power
to
of attorney.
leave your money in before you can take
Withdraw?
some out? Yeah.
Okay, you can pull out the first day, but there's a 20% penalty if you pull out less than 50 days. So you can pull it out, it's accessible right away. Bonuses and things are, you can pull it out right away. But once it goes into trade, there's a 50-day waiting period, it's a money laundering laws and on and on. But yes.
So how do you keep track of, for instance, I already went in at 500, but let's say I want to now add something to that
Yes.
amount. How do I know when I can take?
One of the
Right.
good ways that you can do is like if you exchange money from trade to exchange, like move $1 up, and if it doesn't take 20%, then you're good. But yes, your new money will have to be held for 50 days. And a lot of us are making the error that we're playing around in this thing, and we moved our money from trade, we're trading, and then we just put it up to exchange, and I'll put it back down, I don't wanna. That's now a new deposit. So that's what we don't realize. We can also ask Elena, I know there's a lot of more questions, but hopefully that helps. And Alo, if you can finish this off, because thank you for your time, and everyone who invited us to be here and using the facility. I know we're running late. I got on the wrong exit, sorry.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Where's my shirt? My medium shirt?
I have an extra small for you. Again, let's put one more hand together for Charles. For coming all the way here, just for you and I. And hopefully the information that you received tonight, let me tell you, it has been blessed my life. So I always call it, it's no longer an opportunity to me, it is a blessing for me. Again, the first time on Christmas, I want to go to Australia.